nice over there.
Right? This is an awesome car.
Yeah.
Is the Enrique?
Yes.
And it's a hybrid.
Is it?
No, it's good set on here.
Oh.
You guys are going.
Tamarack. Up north. Broward.
Yep. Sounds good. It's pretty busy.
Oh, I can tell.
I got there's a few airplanes landed at the same time or something.
Yeah, there was a couple that were delayed ahead of us from where we were coming to, and they all landed here.
Oh, and it's such a mess up in the air. So many flights are getting cancelled and
Yeah.
rescheduled, and like yesterday, all flights from Fort Myers were cancelled for some reason. Computer glitches or something. Yeah. Where did you guys fly from?
We just came back from the Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. Oh, you Dominican?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't take a good look at your friend, but
Oh.
where's she from?
No, I'm Iranian. I'm not.
Iranian.
Yeah, I'm not Dominican.
Then the obvious question is like, how did you guys meet, or how is this related?
I work for his sister.
You work for his sister.
Yeah, I'm a nurse at her office.
You are a nurse at
My-
his sister's office.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Wow. Okay, now I have 20 more questions. But wow, an Iranian nurse. I mean, you don't talk to people every day that are from Iran.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially not together with a Dominican. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, very true. Very true. It just happened.
hey, that's life. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And that's actually the beauty of life too, right?
Yes,
Right,
it is.
that's true.
You never know who you're gonna meet.
Who you're gonna meet and where people are from, and
Where are you from?
I'm from the Netherlands.
Oh, how fun!
Yeah. So we got 3 nationalities in one car.
I love that. That's so cool.
And we're driving in the United States of America. None of us are Americans.
I love
No.
it.
No.
That's Miami, all right?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Melting pot.
A melting pot, yeah. Quite a lot of Dominicans, though.
It's gotten more here, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because of what happened after COVID. A lot of them who lived in New York
Oh.
are moving down here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So a lot of Dominicans living in New York got so sick and tired of
Yeah.
the mouth caps, I guess, or the...
Yeah, it's just,
Wait.
it was, yeah, like, for some reason, like, during COVID,
Hmm.
some of the restrictions, and then, like, I guess the infighting, like, there was, like, it started turning into, like, the Wild West in New York.
Oh.
Like, a lot of violence out of nowhere, so people were just,
I heard it was very unsafe for a while.
yeah. I mean, now it's different, but, like, during that time, but I guess people just got sick of it, and they're, you know, I have family, they're actually moving here on the 10th from New York.
You also moved here.
When I was, well, I was born in Dominican Republic,
Okay.
and then as a little kid, I moved to New York for like a year or
Alright.
2 years, and then I moved here. And
Ah,
I've
okay.
lived here ever since.
Ever since, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been here for 25 years, and I have
Basically, you're
a
a
Floridian.
Floridian. I mean, you would probably not be that happy in New York with the climate there. This is Caribbean. No?
Oh,
I mean,
a
isn't it
lot
more
of
like-
them, a lot of them love that cold weather.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just because it's so hot in the Caribbean.
Oh, I actually like the heat, sort of.
Yeah.
I mean,
But, I mean, even then over there, like
And-
I told her, there's cold areas in the Dominican Republic
Yeah.
that are year round.
I mean, I miss the seasons of my country. Here you
Yes.
don't have seasons, but
There's no seasons here.
I
No,
still-
it's hot
Exactly.
and then a little bit of cold.
For 1 week.
1 week, pretty much. Yeah.
right with Christmas.
Yeah. It's very rare where it gets cold for a long period. When I
Right.
first moved here, it used to be cooler in 1991, 92. I remember it would start getting cold around October, early October. But it's-
Cold being like
in the
50s,
50, 40s,
60s,
yeah.
40s.
Yeah, I remember I spent my first Halloween. It was pretty cold in Florida. I was like in shock. But ever since then, it's moved back. Like January and February now are the coldest times. Even my family in New York tell me the same thing. Like
And-
New York doesn't get cold like that.
And now it's January and it's in the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah. The
But
weather
at
is.
least here we're ready for the heat.
Yeah. The only
Yeah.
thing is the hurricanes are ridiculous now. They're happening earlier, and they're lasting up to November. I think we had a storm.
Yeah, they're getting bigger,
Mm-hmm.
more devastating.
Yeah.
I'm from Naples, so we got hit by Ian this year.
Oh yeah, I was there.
You were there?
Yeah, I'm a firefighter.
You're a firefighter?
Yeah, my station is
Oh,
over there
Thank
in
you for your
Naples.
service, man.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You get to deal with all the shit in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we absorb it all.
And you have to absorb it. You have to somehow live with that or handle that.
Yeah, some people can, some people can't.
Can yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, where I was stationed, it wasn't as bad. But the coastline,
Yeah.
it was bad because I had people like who worked over there that I know tell me it was horrible. I had one.
Yeah, I mean, did you see those pictures of the firefighters in Naples got completely flooded?
and that was a brand new
Center.
station.
The
New trucks.
new trucks, beautiful.
So, yeah, millions
They
of
were
dollars.
pushing
worth
them
of-
through the water.
Yeah,
trying to-
they're probably damaged, and that's it. They're done for.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, the coastline was destroyed pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work in Immokalee. So
in Immokalee?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm near that area.
Yeah.
You know,
I
Naples,
know
Immokalee
Immokalee.
area.
I go there. My son plays soccer, and so actually, I think this week we play Immokalee High School.
Yeah. I work tomorrow, so I gotta
there
get
you go.
ready.
Are you gonna be there?
I'm going home, getting ready for work for tomorrow, and then that's it.
So what's interesting about firefighters, what I learned the other day in the Uber from one of my customers, is that a firefighter first has to serve a duty on the ambulance
Mhm.
to learn basic medical stuff,
Mhm.
emergency help, I guess.
Yeah.
So how long is that? How?
It depends. Some fire departments can be different. Like some fire departments might actually, in the beginning, put you on the engine first for like 6 months to a year,
Okay.
and you're responsible for giving the directions to your driver,
Okay.
so that you learn the lay of that area.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll put you on the rescue. You know,
Which is
it depends too, because some departments have more firefighters staffed in the station, so you may have three people in the ambulance, and then they might just put you directly in there, you know, and then
To learn-
you work your medical skills, yeah,
to learn your medical skills.
instead of your roads and
So-
everything.
To become a firefighter, you first do you have to go to school for that?
Yeah, 3 months of fire, and then you have to do EMT
The
for
what?
3 months. EMT is emergency medical technician,
Okay.
and then that's 3 months, and then paramedics is like a year.
What is paramedics? That's on the ambulance.
Yeah, that's just a little bit more advanced stuff. You get to give medications. You get to do more cardiac stuff. You give pretty much medications for everything.
Like
EMT
needles.
is like just you pretty much only treat trauma, and then you can assist people with medications.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's just another level.
Yeah. So what have you done?
I'm both. I'm both firefighter, paramedic.
So you can also be put on an ambulance.
I'm on the ambulance right now.
You
usually.
are on the ambulance,
Yeah.
right? So that's another question. I'm like Dutch, and in our country the system works a little different.
Yeah.
Here, always when there's a car accident, the ambulance and the firefighters will go towards the car accident. So
Yes.
why is it? Why a firefighter?
Well, here because it's in the south of the U.S. we don't get as many fires, so most fire departments require you to be cross-trained to be firefighter and paramedic.
Right.
So when you get hired, they have both units. They have the engine,
Mm-hmm.
who are also medically trained, and the ambulance, who are also firefighters. So
Right.
if it's an accident, we take the engine for precaution because someone could actually be stuck in the car, and then they have all the tools to take them out of the car.
Oh.
So that's usually why. Even if the person, a lot of times though, if it's a small accident, we won't know until we get there. because we may get we get the dispatch, and dispatch just gives us the basics of what happened.
That's 911.
911 won't just give us the very basics. They'll go over the radio, and they just say a car accident with 2 vehicles, and we won't know how the person inside the car is doing, if they're even outside of the car or inside, and how bad the damage is.
So you always go full blast.
Yeah, unless they get more information, and that depends on the people calling. You know, if someone calls and can give the right information and say the cars were in a minor accident, or the cars were in an accident but no one has any injuries, then they may cancel the engine and they just send the ambulance. You know,
Yeah, go right.
it really
Spaghetti, look at that. That is just amazing.
I know.
American highways. And then you have every 10 miles you have another one of those.
Yep.
We have one like this in the Netherlands. Like
one major highway.
Yeah, one cross section like this.
Yeah.
It's near The Hague.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
when right now when we were there on vacation, the highways there are ridiculously dangerous and just hectic, just pure chaos.
Where?
In Dominican Republic.
Dominican, yeah.
Yeah, like you're on the highway. Me and her were just amazed that like there are houses on the road, on the highway, and then there's shops on the highway. So it's not like there's rest stops. It's just there's houses and markets.
I've been there. Yeah, and they have the mopeds, people on the moped.
Yeah, and they're passing you by
Yeah.
without any regard.
Yeah.
They're about to kill you.
And I've seen like 4 people on one moped,
Mm-hmm.
like crazy. Like
Yeah,
I
with
don't know
little
how they do
baby
it,
carrying stuff.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, and supposedly, like my sister was telling me, like the best highways and roads in all of the Caribbean and in South America are the Dominican Republic, and I'm like, this just looks sketchy.
Well, the highways itself are really good quality.
Yeah.
So there's no potholes. So there's no
Yeah.
there's like markings.
Yeah.
They work really well.
It's just the traffic.
But it's just, yeah, it's just.
They don't pay. They don't follow the rules.
Exactly. Yeah. People do whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sort of used to that. I visited the Dominican a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful country. I loved it.
Yeah. And now we're talking about going to Europe too.
Oh, you guys wanted to go to Europe?
Yeah. I don't know when. Maybe hopefully in the beginning of this year or next year.
So are you guys a couple?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't 100% sorry yet.
Yeah.
But since you say we, okay, yeah, that makes sense too. Cool. And then where in Europe?
Well, I want to go to Germany and France.
Cool.
I know you want to go to Italy. She wants to go to Italy. Maybe we'll do
Italy,
a 3.
yeah, you should see Italy. Oh man, you will never eat better pizzas there.
Yes, I
It
bet.
is so good.
Everyone
France
tells
is
me.
pretty. If you want to go to Paris, though, it's unaffordable.
Mhm.
Definitely always get an Airbnb outside of the big city, and then you just take the train into the city.
Mhm.
That's really the way to do it. Unless you're a millionaire, that's fine.
Switzerland? Oh, I know you want to go to Switzerland.
Oh, Switzerland, yeah.
But we got to practice on all of our languages.
Yeah.
Italian I can understand because I'm Spanish actually. But anything else, French?
Uh-huh.
You got French.
I can read it. I'm really okay.
French?
I'll make it.
Okay. I gotta practice. Maybe we'll take a 3-week vacation and just disappear.
All Europeans speak English. You know how to
Oh yeah, I know that. It's just
Everybody speaks
I would like to practice.
But it's
Just to get
good,
the
yeah.
full experience.
Yeah, the full experience. Because my sister, she said that she went to Italy for 2 weeks with her husband, and
Uh-huh.
she says that you start picking up
Yeah.
easily after like the first week, and they understand you in Spanish pretty easily too, even though they speak all English. You know, and that's the thing about Europe, because all these countries are so close together.
Yeah.
All of them speak at least 2, 3, 4
Yeah.
languages.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah,
Except like France. France, I would say, is very nationalistic.
yeah.
They don't like to speak English.
Yeah.
They may be able to, but they won't. They will just
It
refuse
was just
doing
it's
it.
so weird because like
You have to speak French to a Frenchman.
because the French and the Americans are like they always, you know,
Just nationalistic. Yeah.
yeah,
Proud of
we're-
their country.
We're proud of
and-
our countries. We took some of their like I guess like what was it, the Constitution, some of the stuff that helped us.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, really?
we've taken
Yeah.
some of their ideas.
Yeah, some of their ideas were, you know, democracy and everything that they created. That it was they gave it to us in a sense. They're like, here you go.
So you're Enrique. What is your name?
Oh, her
My
name.
name is Nida.
Nada.
Mm-hmm.
How do you write it? N-A-D-A.
N-E-D-A.
N-E-D.
N-E-D. Nida. Oh, okay. And so then, so you guys met through the office of
Yeah, my
your
sister,
sister.
yeah.
Yeah.
But how did you come to the U.S.? Because Iran.
Well,
I
was
haven't
born
met any
here.
Iranians.
My
What?
parents
Are you
came,
born here?
Yeah,
Okay.
my parents came here after the Iranian Revolution. My dad came here
Whoa.
after he served the Iran-Iraq War, and then my mom came shortly after the revolution.
Oh. Your parents went through some
Some
difficult
hard
times.
stuff, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, they did.
Good thing you were born here, not over
Right.
there. Then
That was my mom's whole.
she said, "Let's get out."
Yeah.
Smart mom. Yeah. Now Iran. How's Iran? Have you visited Iran?
The last time I visited was 16 years ago.
16 years ago? Okay, never mind.
Unfortunately, every time we wanted to go, we had another obstacle in our way.
Yeah.
Because
like
my
COVID.
dad was only a green card holder, so
Okay.
when President Trump was in office, we didn't have the opportunity to go.
Yeah, because he put a ban on those countries.
Yeah, Iran was part of the travel ban, so my dad didn't want to go in fear of not being able to come
The
back.
US doesn't like Iran
No, they
because why? Oh, because of they were supposedly building a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, we're having issues. Well, we've had issues since the Iranian Revolution because they helped. They took down our democratic leader. They put in another leader, and then they helped the king come back to the power. And then they took down the king, and while they helped the king come back, that's when the theocratic religious leader came up. And it's been like that ever since.
And then the guy they put in now hates us.
Yeah.
And everyone after hates them.
Yeah.
Hates America.
There's a
He
lot of
needs his business.
hatred towards America, yeah. Those countries.
That's it.
Oh,
That's the one.
oh, I got you.
Yeah. Well, our history with Dominican Republic, we killed our dictator
Great.
in the 50s.
Oh, you had a dictator too?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Trujillo. Rafael Trujillo. Yeah. His nickname was the Goat. El
Goat?
Chivo. Yeah.
Chivo?
He was a fascist dictator who believed in purifying our race.
Good luck with that in the Dominican.
Yeah.
That's
well,
like French, Spanish,
yeah, it's a
Native
mix.
Indian.
But his thing was
Haitian.
anyone who was too dark, he would just.
Oh, it was anti-Haitian.
Yes, very well because he was before he was put into power by the U.S. Same thing.
Oh, really?
America helped because Haiti took over all of the Dominican Republic in the early 1920s or something.
Oh,
They took
really?
control for over like 20 years, and then when they took control and they saw how bad things were getting in the Dominican Republic, they took action, and the Americans helped the Dominicans fight against the Haitians after being
I
beat
never
up-
knew that.
beat up by the Haitians for 20 years. They put a leader, they put him as a leader, and a lot of Haitians after that stayed in the Dominican Republic because things are always way better in the Dominican Republic. I don't know if you've ever been to Haiti,
Oh
but
yeah.
Haiti
I
is a desert. We flew over today and I was like, look, see, this is Haiti. There's no trees, there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's the island was destroyed by the French.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
by the Haitians themselves as well.
Yeah, true. But the farming, they were forced to farm that area, and to the point where the soil is just destroyed.
Yeah, the soil is destroyed in Haiti.
So there's nothing they can really grow, and it's gonna take probably ages before it can, So they were desperate, and they came to our land, to our side of it.
That is interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
So they sort of invaded the
Yeah.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah, they went to war. Yeah.
They actually went to war.
Yeah,
They
it
had
took
an
over
army.
for 20 years. Yeah, and
Wow.
at that time we were very like peace loving in that sense. Like we never thought anything of it. We just gained our independence right after they did from Spain, and then these people started fighting against us.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up getting help from the U.S. And then when they put the leader was so spiteful of these Haitians that he wanted to purify it. Anyone he suspected of Haitian, or Haitian descent, they killed them. So 30,000 supposedly Haitians died, and countless of Dominicans who were just deemed too dark.
Wow.
And then
Fascism is not nice.
no. So
that,
he was very nationalistic, populist leader.
Mm-hmm.
And then over time, you know, people got tired of all the rules, and like I remember my father told me when he was a little kid, he had to be careful not to listen to certain secret radio stations that were against him, because if he was caught, his father, him, everyone would be executed. And finally, the government itself got tired of him, and his own police security in the capital stopped him and shot him to death in his own vehicle.
Your grandfather?
The leader was shot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the police surrounded his car. The president at the time, the dictator, shot him up, took his body out, cut his head off, and put it on a spike for everyone to display.
Jeez.
Yeah, and ever since then.
After that, it became democratic.
Yeah, it lasted like 20 to 30 years under his power.
Shit.
Like that, and he was awful. He was a maniac.
Wow, I did not know. That's interesting.
To the point where like his own government and police agency killed him.
Yeah, can you imagine that?
Yeah, that's how bad it had to be. And
I once took a bus from Port-au-Prince to Santo Domingo.
Yes, the capital.
And it's just like those two countries are just like day and night.
Yeah,
they're so different. Like in Haiti, it's all like a lot of unpaved road, a lot of potholes, and it's just so poor. It's just, and the bus is crawling through the roads. And then once you get into the Dominican, you know, it's like highways, and bus flies.
Oh, it's growing over there. I don't know if you visited anytime recently. They're now gonna start building train tracks in the cities, the major cities. Yeah.
Like a metro.
Kind of, but they're gonna make. First, they're gonna create it for just the cities themselves, and then for the major cities, and then they're gonna connect them from one city to another, like the Amtram, like those type of trains.
Wow, nice.
Yeah,
that's good.
You know, but yeah, like in Santiago, in the capital, there's buildings going up left and right, brand new. It's a booming country right now.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
While Haiti is just deep down in the shit because of
the president was executed.
Yeah.
It's just,
and all these gangs are fighting each other.
Yeah.
And my wife's from Haiti, so that's I hear a lot of stories from Haiti.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
Yeah.
And that's why there was bad blood after. Like a lot of Dominicans and Haitians didn't like each other.
It's true. Yeah, there's still a lot of tension between the two.
But it's funny, the Dominicans here and the Haitians here get along.
Oh yeah.
But the ones over there, it's kind of like, I've seen it on the news too, like if there's it depends on what region you're in.
Right.
Like the major cities, Haitians are accepted.
Right.
But like if you go to the smaller cities or towns, if you're Haitian and you're caught over there, good luck.
Right.
It's pretty risky. But yeah, it's there's still tension and bad blood. You know, just like it's sad that Haiti can't get better.
Yeah, I wonder if they will get an intervention one day again by the United Nations or something, like a peace force or something.
Well, last time it was an earthquake, and that was horrible.
Yeah. because they need help from outside, but they're just too corrupt. The politicians
Yeah,
are
the money
too corrupt
just disappears
to
into the wrong hands.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
you notice that if you go there, it's either you're poor or you're wealthy, and the wealthy are hidden in Haiti.
Yeah, it's true. They're living on the mountaintops.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good.
No, there is a middle class, but it's quickly dying, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Enrique, do you mind if I record this ride
Sure.
for my YouTube channel?
Oh, you have a YouTube channel. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah? You want to be on YouTube?
It's fine, right?
Fine. Too, yeah.
If you can check out your video, and if you don't like it, then just let me know and I'll take it down. There's no problem.
Thank you so much.
What I do is it's just a channel with my conversations with people,
I love that.
That's so cool.
and this is a nice conversation also about the firefighting and the requirements and stuff that you went through.
Yes.
I like that, yeah, and then also the stuff about the countries and the fact that you guys are different nationalities and all of that. I like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like this.
Well, please like and subscribe.
I will.
YouTube.
Yep.
I get a lot of views now. Well, I think it's a lot of views. I got now like 2,500 views, which I
That's
think
awesome.
is a good start. I've just started doing it.
Oh, trust me, it's gonna grow.
But I got 7 subscribers, so that's still not
Yeah.
working yet. But I'm working on it.
I like it.
Yeah. Sometimes I put a little music at the end, or
Oh, I love that.
you know, I'm learning
How to edit and everything.
the editing program, and yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the most difficult part. I
It
think that's
is.
what scares me from doing it myself.
Oh, it
If I
is.
ever did
I
something.
can help.
Like the GoPros is easy because you put one there, I put one in the front.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then usually when I have one person in the car, I put the front image together with the one person.
Yeah.
And then, but now because it's 2, it's just only gonna be this camera. The camera just runs all day. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But the editing at night, that's when the work starts. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Makes sense.
But I'm happy that you guys like the idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
One of my favorite shows, comedians in cars getting coffee.
Oh yeah.
So I like
On
that.
Netflix, yeah, that one was pretty interesting. But I'm not that funny.
It's okay. I accept you as you are.
So was this kind of like a holiday for you guys to visit your family, or?
Yeah, it was definitely a vacation, family adventure too.
Adventure?
Yeah, we went out and did some sightseeing with the family.
Oh, nice.
It was the first time that, because my father was gonna sell the old house that I grew up in, but
Oh,
we convinced him a couple years back, like keep it, remodel it,
oh, really?
you know, because we ended up staying at a hotel like 5 years ago, and it was a horrible experience. And I was like, Dad, like you have this house here, you just have to do a little fixing up, and that's it. And we stayed this time over there, and it was nice. Yeah, it was really nice.
It's fun staying with
It was
everyone.
the house that I grew up in with my brother and sister. So this was the first time we all were together
Uh-huh.
as a
30 years.
family in Dominican Republic in 30 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, since I was a little
Wow.
kid when I moved at
Wow.
5 years old.
But this was very special to you guys.
Very special for me. At first I was like calm.
And it was in your old house.
Yes, I got to sleep in my old room. and
Wow. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. So like we were there, and I was just like, after when we left here from Florida, I was excited, but I wasn't like showing it. She's like, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm just like
Taking it all.
taking it all in, and when I got there, I was like, "Oh my God, this is awesome." The
Wow.
only thing that like was stressful was like the traffic, walking through the cities. It was very hectic.
Yeah, it's very busy.
You know, like I went to the capital, and the capital was more relaxing. Like it wasn't as bad.
So which city were you staying in?
I stayed in Santiago,
Oh,
and then the capital was like 2 hours away driving, and like we got there, and it wasn't really that bad. It was just there was like a little ghetto section, and
Mhm.
once you get through that, it's very it almost feels like you're in the U.S. Like that's how nice it looks.
oh.
Because we were visiting the colonial section, because that was the Dominican Republic was the first part of the New World that was colonized.
Yeah.
So we went to Christopher Columbus's house and family's
Oh, really?
house. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
The first church, Catholic church ever made in the New World, or one of them. Yeah, it was like 1508, 1507. So it was interesting visiting, because when I was a kid, I never really remember visiting those areas. And it was nice visiting
Well,
them.
when you're young, you don't care much about
Yeah.
Columbus's house or things like that, right?
Yeah, but it was just interesting to see like how the fortresses were built. You know, the first church, and all these other buildings that were there, and yeah.
Nice. And so, Nida, and was this like also like an introduction to the family or not? Had they seen Nida before?
No, I've seen everyone before.
Oh, you've seen everyone before?
I've worked for his sister for like two, 3 years now. So I've met Mom and Dad. Mama and Papa come by the office a lot.
And they love her.
And I work with the other brother too, so I already know the family.
Yeah. So we were all together having a blast.
Because you said it was the first time in 30 years that everybody came together.
Well, I mean, we all live
So I
here.
We all live here.
We all
so-
live here. It's just coming together like at that house like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Was something that hasn't happened in a very long time. So it was just nice.
I got you. Yeah, that's definitely special.
Yeah, it really was. It was awesome. And then like the first day, the second day we were there, I cooked her some dinner, some traditional dinner and everything, and with my mom, and it was really nice.
So what was that dinner like? Traditional? Rice and beans?
Well, no,
Sure.
it was like this is like the green plantains. We do the mango, which is
the
like
green plantains.
yeah, we mashed it up like mashed potatoes and grilled some onions with olive oil and vinegar as the seasoning. On top of that, some sausage, eggs, fried cheese.
Ooh.
So
All right, stop.
yes.
Stop talking about good food.
Yeah.
He's getting hungry.
Exactly. Yeah, it's dinner
Don't worry,
time.
she destroyed it.
I'm
Boy.
hungry too.
Yeah, she destroyed the food.
That's great.
It was so good. At least the traffic got better. Now that we got out of Miami, pretty much.
When I used to come from Milo, it used to take me 2 hours to get to my 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. shift. And in the morning to go back home, it took me another 2 hours.
Yeah, the traffic in Miami. I could never live in Miami. Like I like visiting Miami. I like going to like the convention center or going to a game or something, but like
One night.
to like live there in that traffic.
Yeah.
No. It's pretty bad. Like the people who live all the way north, who drive from Palm Beach down to Miami to work.
Yeah, like I do it on for silks. When I come from Boca, when I told Constantine, he's like, where do you work? I was like, in Boca. And he's like, where do you? Yeah. I live in a rush hour. I was like, yeah.
It's pretty bad. Like
How
at
much
least
I like you guys.
when I go to work in Naples, the traffic is light.
Yeah.
It's so early in the morning. It's just except for lunch shift.
Do you work in Naples too?
Well, no, she doesn't work. I mean, I do. I work in Naples. Yeah. It takes me like an hour and 30 almost to get there.
Yeah. That's where I'm going. I live in Naples, so this is my last ride to go home.
Cool. So do you usually come down to the east side to do this?
When I have a ride, I had a ride to Miami Airport.
Oh, really? From over there?
Yeah, there's a ride there, and then now you up north, and then I drive back home.
Oh,
Because
wow.
Perfect.
to find a ride back home is just impossible. So
Yeah. I can see that being difficult.
was difficult.
That worked out.
Yeah.
But it worked out fine, yeah.
Yeah, because we're just past I-75.
Plus with you guys, I get myself an extra video. It's always nice for my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I don't know yet whether it's gonna work. Let's see, but I have a feeling that people like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like watching people have conversations like that. Have you ever seen comedians in cars getting coffee?
No, I haven't seen that.
Jerry Seinfeld does it with like everyone he's known in the industry. He just picks them up in a car and he records their conversations. It's like a TV show on Netflix. And I love listening to their conversations because they're so funny. It's nice seeing two comedians sit together.
Yeah. Or actors.
True, he does pick actors too, you're right.
There was also something that was called a cash cab some years
Yes,
ago.
I remember Cash
I
Cab.
remember Cash.
I used to love it because I'm trying to answer the questions and I'm like, I suck at this game.
Loved Cash
Yeah.
Cab. Wow, what a throwback.
I think they kept it going for a while.
Yeah,
Until like a couple years ago.
yeah. Loved Cash Cab. Wow.
Yeah, it stopped, right?
Yeah,
I think
I'm pretty
so.
sure it did. Yeah.
I'm sorry, no cash in this car.
Yeah. It's okay.
No, it's just regular conversations that I enjoy. Although I've seen also like videos of people like doing like karaoke in the Uber.
Oh, yes, I've seen that.
I've seen those.
I've
Videos
seen
of
that.
those are fun.
I've seen
I
it.
could one day get myself a microphone, right?
Yeah.
Get a microphone and then like put their favorite music and
Yeah.
people start singing. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen it where like I'll go to the city and like the Uber or Lyft driver will have like all the lights in the back. I'm like, what's going on in this cab?
Oh.
It's like,
I see those too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I do it just as a little extra. You know, I mean, normally I'm in the office. That's my fixed job, and then this is like a little extra. I wouldn't want to do this like my whole day.
Yeah.
I
What
think
do you do for work?
I'm in IT,
Oh, how fun.
databases, websites, things like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I love my job,
Yeah.
but it's a little like nowadays. It's like you work from home, and so
Yes.
sort
that's
of
the
it's a
big
little
change.
boring.
Yeah, it's tiring.
Yeah.
This is nice. Get me out of the house, and my wife's happy too.
Yeah,
Yeah. You go, baby. Go. Bye bye.
Yeah.
I like that.
And gives her some peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we all gotta do what we gotta do, right?
Yeah.
I get to talk to some interesting people.
True.
Not always, but you know,
Yeah.
quite a bit. And that's the nice thing of southern Florida is that there's people from all walks of life, right?
Uh-huh.
True.
It's like it's just from everywhere also. That's interesting. Are these express lanes new? Sort of.
They've been here now for what, a couple years? Like
Couple of years.
I think they
5 years?
finished it like 2 years ago. They were working on it for a long time.
No, I think they've been now for like 3 years, 3 or 4.
This is the 75
Yes, yes.
that goes to Naples.
Yes.
But
it goes to Naples, but if you keep going down on this road, it becomes the Sawgrass Expressway. Yeah. And then there's an egg, like I-75 has like a connection to go towards the west. You'll see it. It says Naples region, Fort Myers.
Well, first goes west and then
Yeah.
it's a long highway actually. It goes, I think, all the way to Chicago or so, no? I believe. It goes
I think
far up north.
so, because I know I-95 hits New York. It goes to New York and Boston, so I think I-75, yeah. I-75 goes to like a little.
The 95 goes to
Midwest.
New York,
Yeah, New York, Boston area.
and then there's Highway 1.
I wish I knew all my highways. I just know this one.
Like North Federal is a one.
Yeah. There's one that goes to east to west. That's like a major one. I wish I knew what one that was like that. But I know this one and I-95 definitely go all the way up north. There's some small little roads that will go up for a very long time from certain states. Like US 27 goes all the way,
Yeah.
it goes really up.
Yeah.
And it's passing cities and all that stuff.
Oh, there's a beautiful sunset over there, but we just can't see it
Yeah, we can't see it.
because of the wall.
Yeah.
Video should be online now.
Take care, have a safe drive back.
Okay, bye.